Reacher Season 2 is finally here. The first 3 episodes are now out. Let's talk about them.
Need a new jacket.
What's wrong with the one you just bought?
It has blood on it.
Okay, so Reacher Season 2 has officially begun on Amazon Prime right now. All of the first 3 episodes are now out for you guys to go and watch. They've dropped all 3 of them. And I have been waiting for this for so long. I'm glad that it's going to get a 3rd season, even before this came out, because the first season was just absolutely brilliant, man. It was so good. I absolutely loved it. I loved this version of Reacher a lot better than the movies. This one felt more like Jack Reacher. It felt more like that. And you have no idea how excited I have been for Season 2. So I sat down and watched all 3 of the first episodes that came out, and I tell you what, it's so good. It's like it's never left. It's so far, I would argue that the first 3 episodes here have been actually stronger than the first season. And there's so many reasons why I'm absolutely loving this season so far of Reacher. And the first one is the stakes feel like they've been raised here. Now, after we had the stuff with the first season that was very much condensed to the town itself. Everything happened in this little town of Margrave. That's where it all happened, you know. Reacher just happened to stumble upon in there looking for the death of his brother who did this and that. And it linked to this like mini operation that was going on there. This one, however, is much more high stakes. This one is more to do with something that's being moved right now that is huge. We're talking a lot of money. We're talking a lot of other stuff that could be potentially involved in here. And what I love as well is now we are getting even more backstory to Reacher. So in season 1, we got the whole backstory to the family. This is his unit. The unit that he had in the army that he selected to create to become these special investigators that would go and solve everything. He handpicked all these people. And we are starting to see the relationship that he has with these people and how much these people mean to him. And it is phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. We're learning so much about Reacher and, you know, things about him that we didn't know about season 1. And it's just elevated that even more. So I'm loving this idea. And to find out what is happening to them and why they're getting targeted, we're going to find out more moving forward. And we got that big cliffhanger at the end of episode 3, which is huge. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my word. What a cliffhanger. Bring on episode 4. Cannot wait for it at all. So excited for it. But it's the supporting cast for this one that is just so good. So obviously we have been introduced to some members of his unit who are now in here acting with him. Obviously we knew about one of them because we saw them in season 1. But then there's 2 others that get introduced that they're so much fun. And it's the back and forth between these characters that just make it so enjoyable to watch. And I love it. It's funny when it needs to be, but it's not like forced humor. It's just, you know, that natural humor. It feels like, yes, this is what you would be like with your friends. You know, maybe it's a serious moment, but you would say something like, well, you have one of those friends that says something like that. And there's this character in here that gets introduced that is like that. He's that guy that is constantly always opening his mouth. And you're just like, bruh, why you keep doing it? But it works. The dynamic works, and it works so well. This is arguably more brutal and violent than season 1 because there's a lot of violence that happens in the first 3 episodes that you kind of like, damn, man, Reacher is not mucking around with this one. And there are some insane action sequences that are so much fun and so much creativity when it comes to certain things that happen here. And I'll give you a little hint if you guys haven't seen the episodes yet. We're just talking about concrete. We're talking about concrete. I mean, I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never seen someone kill someone like that. But hey, that's what I love. I love seeing new stuff like that. But the story so far and the mystery behind what is going on is so intriguing in the first 3 episodes. You're hooked after the first episode. You're instantly hooked, you know. And then as you go, you progress and you start getting pieces. And you start getting those crumb trails and you start getting Reacher putting the pieces together. And as more characters come into the actual circle to help out this investigation, you know, you're leaning down this road and then all of a sudden you get turned down here. And it's so much fun trying to figure out what is happening. And that's what makes this season so intriguing so far. Now, obviously, we know it's not like season 1 where you kind of like, are these guys the bad guys or not? Are they? We kind of have an idea of who the bad guys are after the first 3 episodes. You kind of had this idea, okay, these are the 2 people that are like, you know, behind it all. They make it pretty clear. But the connections to what is going on and what's happening aren't there yet. So we don't know why this is all happening, who these people are, and what their end goal is right now. But that's the intriguing part, and that's what's really, really good about it is, you know, this whole mystery behind that, trying to piece that together. And then, like I said, the cliffhanger of episode 3 threw a spanner in the works. Because now I'm sitting there like, okay, what is going on here? Like, what's going on? Like, because it's a huge cliffhanger. If you guys have seen the episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you're just sitting there like, damn, what's going on? The performances, absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. I mean, they're just so much fun, man. They are so much fun. It's shot beautifully as well. Like the different cities and that, you can tell that that's practical. It's not just, you know, those stupid sound things that they do, or the sound stage that they always use now with the green screens. No, these are actually proper on location. So much fun. And dude, man, these first 3 episodes have hooked me into season 2 of Reacher already. I've been so excited for this. This could have been easily one of my biggest letdowns. But so far, these first 3 episodes have been fantastic. They've been better than season 1's first 3 episodes, in my opinion. I cannot wait to see where we're going forward now in season 2. What direction? What is tying all this together? So obviously they've dropped the first 3 episodes, so now it's going to be weekly. So we're going to get to do this weekly. I'm super excited about that. So we get to talk about the new episode every single week. That's going to be great. I'm super excited. I really am super excited. I mean, the brutality of this season. There's this one scene, this real one scene where someone's getting tortured, and man, it's brutal. I mean, I felt every single bit of pain in that. But it's the emotional weight behind Reacher and why this is so personal to him. And we're seeing that with this character of Reacher, who we know from season 1 is this guy that's always calculated, you know, doesn't really show too much emotion. But here, you feel the emotion coming off him. And that's what makes him such a great character. And I'm excited to see where we're going to go progressing now. And there's something between him and someone else that we're getting a bit more depth to. And I think we're going to get more into it later on. So I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys thought of season 2, the first 3 episodes of Reacher. Did you guys love it? Smash down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.